What's up guys, Brix here, back with another Lego City update. Now in this video we're going to be starting the brand new Lego City, as I have a bunch of ideas that I think would look really cool. Now mini series is taking up a little bit of the build space because I'm obviously still working on that. If you haven't seen that build series, definitely go. So I've laid out this kind of foundation here. I'm going to talk you through what this is for. So here we are going to be using these road plates. These are just going to attach in here. So basically doing like a mills plate kind of thing. Obviously everything just disconnects. So 1, 2, 3 base plates, another 3, next 3, so on and so forth. As you can see there, we have a road coming along here, then another road going along there. This piece here isn't permanent. I have ordered the crossing pieces that you can get, so I've got that, and then I'll have another half here, and then that'll go on the end with another one. I have ordered a load more of these road plates because I think with the tiles in, they look super cool. Those are the only two I have at the minute, which leads me into the next part, which is a couple of orders that have arrived. As you can see here, a few orders have arrived. Not all of them are for the city, but without further ado, I'm going to go into opening those. So the first package, as you can see in here, we do have a bunch of pieces for the city. So in this, we do have the half plates that I was just talking about, but that is those. They're a little bit scratched, but I'm not really too bothered. And we do have some of these, obviously the centre line and crossing pieces. I believe these are the new ones, and I got some old ones as well. I believe there's 13 there and 33 there. So I'm just getting as many as I can really. So 2 of those. Then I got some 1x6 plates. Those are new, and then these 3 are used. 1x10 plates. And the 2 main things I got from this store were the crossing pieces. I do have another 4 on the way, so I'll have 6 in total. And then in these kind of fancy bags, and so I got, I believe it was 50 of these 1x8 dark bluish grey tiles, and then these 2 are for my mini terrace build. In this last one, we should have some more tile as well. And then in there we do have a load of 1x2 dark brown tiles, as well as some 1x1 of those 1x1 dark brown headlight bricks. Some of those other packages, we do have these like neck pieces and this hair piece, as well as some dark brown angled wedges, and then some of these 1x1x2 white slopes. And then in this package here, we do have a load of pieces that I'm eager to get into. Now in here is loads of pieces for my new Game of Thrones build. Some of that dark brown before was for that as well, so this is a huge package. Then I did recently go to the Lego store as well. Here I got not 1 but 4 pick-a-brick boxes. Now I have opened these already and kind of given them a sort, and the rest of the stuff is in here. Go ahead and sort this and do a quick time lapse. You can see here on this time lapse we did get some really great pieces. A lot of these pieces are going to be used on the city, some of them are just for filler, and then obviously some are just to stock up on really. So what I've done here is added in some of those tiles into the middle. So I've added in the crosswalk and that half piece there. So I'm going to build up, hopefully I'll try and get the rest of the road done, and then maybe even place in a few modulars. Also on the corners here I have added in these curves, just with some 1x1s in dark bluish grey underneath. I should have enough of those. I mean, I probably will have loads in there nonetheless, but this is looking really good so far. I've added in details along the side, and obviously it's just space for mills in the future potentially, even though it's probably always going to be on this edge. And with that added, those 2 on the end are just temporary for now until the actual base plate comes. I mean, I could have a crossing down there, you never know, but because they are like £3 each basically, I won't be having that there in the end, because I have, you know, planned to have another one here, so there'll be another crossing and then another crossing. And as we move further down, more and more crossings. I'm going to have like a bridge section here, so I'm deliberating raising this all up at some point. I'll just put another board on, I'll just cheat, I'm not that fussed. But I'm going to add some modulars on here, so I'll be back once I have done that. So the first modular I have added in is the Palace Cinema. I think this is probably one of my favourite modular buildings. So I'm going to have it in the city for as long as possible until I do move it. Next is going to be one half of the pet shop, just because it's such a good contrast with the sand blue and the tans and also the red as well. And then last but not least, adding the fire brigade in the end. I think that is such a great row of modulars. So as you can see here, I'm just adding the 2x2 tiles along the edge of the base plate and the road. Now I have put 1x2 light bluish grey brick under where this tile is on the face, as well as raise up the modulars by 1 brick and 2 plates and then clipping them in. And these perfectly sit to the right height to tile, which is exactly what I want, and it just gives a nice clean look because the modulars already have pavement or sidewalk, so I just don't see the point in having another sidewalk on top of that, because then you're losing potentially 12 studs of room either side, whereas now it's 8 studs, which is perfect amount, and it has a nice fresh curb look. Now, I have had to change the tiling up at the end there with the fire brigade, just changing the yellow lines that come down either side. I know it's pretty far away to see, and then just finishing it off with a 1x2 tile on the end. But overall, I'm really liking how this is looking so far. So one issue I did not encounter for is if I push this up there, as you can see, it is hitting the windowsill. So I'm going to have to come up with kind of something to put in here, whether it's like a half base plate back or not, basically. I might have like a train bridge or something like that running, maybe about that sort of height, and then just incorporate that into it, just so it is perfect amount of base plates, because my room is a bang on 13 base plates long. But for now, I am just going to leave it like this, as close to it as I can get, just so I have more space than I would until Minas Tirith is moved. I also did make a purchase. Now it has come in a Lego store bag, as I did go to collect this, and this is actually from eBay, and it's one of the modulars that I have been looking at for quite a while. As you can see, what I picked up was the Natural History Museum. As I said, I got this on eBay. This was £187, which here in the UK this retails for £259.99, so definitely a big price deduction. Now it is second hand, however it says it literally built it once, broke it apart, and that was it. So for me, it's basically brand new. I'm not bothered about cutting some sellotape and opening some bags. With this being like a modular and a half, if you will, 1.5 base plates, it's going to fit perfectly in the city. I'll probably be building this in the next update, so stay tuned for that. But sadly, that is going to wrap it up for this update. As you can see, just off camera there, we do have a little bit more progress, but I am going to save that for the next update. So I hope you all have enjoyed, so make sure to please drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.